Let the stews and soups rest. Abba. Let me teach you how to make this very simple but flavor dense and delicious beef and vegetable sauce. It is so versatile you can literally eat it with anything. Okay. So do stay tuned. It's a simple recipe and I'm sure you can be able to replicate this. Let's get started. I'll start by marinating my beef. So on the beef, I have some ginger, garlic, and onions with some habanero pepper, and I'm going to season that with it. And I'm adding some beef seasoning as well. No salt added because of the quantity of beef seasoning I used. Okay. Personally, when I'm making these type of sauces, I tend to stay away from salt itself because sometimes I feel like if I don't take it, it will become too salty, okay, because of the other condiments. So in this saucepan as well, I have some oil. The beef has marinated for about 30 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and fry it. Please make sure you cut your beef or whatever protein that is you're using for the recipe in sort of like the same sizes so they cook evenly and at the same pace. Okay, you don't want a situation whereby some will be cooked and others will not be cooked. Okay, so with this, like I showed you in the beginning, we just added a bit of oil in the saucepan. Okay, we are stir frying and steaming at the same time because this is a raw beef. So honestly, this I got from the local market. If you've not watched my last video, the one I went to the local market to buy a few stuff, go and watch it, okay? Because I bought this beef at that market, and I'm going to let it cook in its own juices, okay? In the meantime, let's make some concoction or slurry. Okay, I've added some dark soy sauce. I'm going in with some oyster sauce as well. I'm running out, so please be kind to me in the comment section. Okay, I've also added some all-purpose flour and some cayenne pepper or powdered pepper with a bit of water to help mix it up beautifully. And I'm going to set it aside and keep an eye on the beef that's cooking. Okay, as I said earlier, I'm going to allow it to cook in its juices. So keep stir frying till you realize that the juice from the beef is almost dried up. Then you know you can move to the next step. Okay. Hi guys, if you're watching me for the first time, my name is Yasmin and you're welcome to my kitchen taste and bloom. Please subscribe if you haven't done that already, okay? I promise you're going to enjoy your stay here. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to watch me. I am truly thankful. If you've watched the video till this end, please give me a thumbs up on the video. It helps the video reach a wider audience, okay? So please don't be stingy with the thumbs up, okay? So at this point, I've been cooking my beef for about 10 minutes. I'm going to go in with my mixture and then add a bit more water because the flour I added in there will help thicken up the sauce a bit, okay? Ideally, I would use corn flour or cornstarch depending on where you are, okay? But for some reason, I couldn't find it when I was filming this recipe. Funny enough, I found it afterwards, okay? But yeah, that's another alternative to using the all-purpose flour. At this point, the sauce is doing great. It has thickened up slightly. I'm going to allow it to continue cooking so that the beef would also get all those juices in there and it will be perfectly seasoned. Okay, so I'll leave it on the stove for about maybe 5 extra minutes and then we'll come back to it. Now let's talk veggies. This is your stir fry or rather sauce. Okay, so you can use any vegetables you're comfortable with. So in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to be using the vegetables available to me and I'm comfortable with. Okay. First, I'll go in with my carrots because they are the hardest of the vegetables I'm using. And bear in mind, you don't want this to be too soft as well. So don't overcook this at all. Once the carrots go in there, I'm adding some onions and green bell peppers. What I'm going to do is that I'm not going to stir this, okay? And then I'll top it up with my cabbages. Today I'm using cabbages. I normally do not like cabbages, but sometimes I tend to go beyond what I like, okay? And today is one of them. And you realize I didn't stir it, okay? This is about 3 minutes into sort of like steaming the vegetables. I'm going to give this a quick stir. This is also because cabbages, for one, has a lot of water in there, so you do not want to sort of like rush to mix everything up so that this will become watery or whatever. Okay, just give it some time. And also to maintain the crunch, it sort of like steams up a bit before you mix it up into the sauce altogether. Hope you get what I'm trying to explain. Okay, and yeah, just like that, our sauce is almost ready. Once I mix everything up beautifully, I'm going to give this about a minute or two. In fact, you can turn off the heat at this point and allow the residual heat to finish cooking your sauce for you, and you're done. Tell me in the comment section what you're going to pair with this vegetable beef sauce or beef vegetable sauce. Okay, of course, you can use any protein of your choice, even sausages. And obviously, you can omit the protein altogether. So you can just make this a vegetable sauce. Okay, this is great with rice, kinky. Yes, I said kinky. Eba is also nice with some yam or plantain. You can eat it as it is, even with bread. In fact, what I did with this one in particular was to store it in the freezer, and then I made some spaghetti or noodles and then mixed it up together. It was so delicious. It was so fast as well. So I hope you are inspired to try this recipe. Give me feedback when you do that, okay? Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share on your way out. And until I see you again in another video, as always, don't forget to keep blooming.